welcome back to my channel. Today I am taking you behind a day in a life. Our day started off a little bit late, so this morning around like 7:30 I had a dentist appointment and Shane stayed home with Declan, so that was awesome. I was able to get out a little bit on my own, about an hour or so. But then we came home, we played around outside a little bit, which we are enjoying Declan's new playground. We're so excited. So we've been doing that this morning, and now we're just hanging out having some lunch. All right, first a quick, easy toddler lunch. I just did turkey roll-up, so it's turkey, tortilla, shredded cheese and cream cheese, and then you just roll it up and slice into pinwheels. And then he loves these mini cucumbers, so I just cut them up into strips here. And then he loves mango, so he's obsessed with fruit right now. So this is one of the few things I can actually get him to eat. So if you're looking at any ideas, make it simple, easy, doesn't have to be difficult. I'm gonna show you one of our favorite recipes is our chili, and I might do a quick bake with me as well. Don't mind my glasses and no wake up here today. Honestly, I don't know what exactly happened. I woke up this morning and I couldn't even open up this eye at all. Like, I felt like something was trapped in the upper, like, inner lid of my eye, and it was like scraping against my eyes. I don't know if it was an eyelash or like some like leftover makeup, or I have no idea, but it's been extremely painful. So driving today, even like 10-15 minutes to my doctor's appointment, like I was like, I can't even see anything. The light made my eye extremely sensitive, so I'm gonna try just wearing my glasses here for the rest of the week. I actually have an eye doctor appointment on Thursday, so hopefully they can figure out if there's something, if I have an eye infection or something going on, and they can clear it up. It is actually beautiful here today. I think it's like 74 degrees, so I'm so excited to get out and actually enjoy some of the air and stuff with Declan. He seems to be in such a better mood when he's outside playing a good amount. Right, buddy? Do you like being outside? Yeah. So I think that's our plan. I'm gonna try to run out his energy. Just a little catch up on him. I don't know, do any of you that have toddlers go through this? He seems like he's experiencing like night terrors. So the last few months, he'll just randomly wake up at like 3 o'clock in the morning and just start like screaming, terrified. I go in to get him and he just like clings to me, and I have such a hard time getting back to sleep. So I feel like we're playing catch up from this past weekend. We had 2 experiences of that. So hopefully we can figure that out for him and make it a little bit easier. So let us know in the comments below if you guys have any suggestions, if your kids have gone through that or not. We were also wondering, what age did you guys transfer your kids out of the crib into their own toddler bed? We have one that you can get the attachment bar to add to the front of it, and I'm kicking myself now for not ordering it earlier. It actually is back ordered in the color that matches our crib. So we have a gold like iron ore one from $1 Million Baby. It's super popular in a bunch of different colors, but for some reason we cannot find the toddler attachment piece for the front to transition him. So we actually have a smaller single bed in our back guest bedroom that I'm thinking about just taking the legs off of and making it on the ground and kind of like a monastery bed for him. So it doesn't make me feel a little bit better that like if he does roll out, it's not that much of a drop or whatsoever. But we're also thinking about building like an actual like railing across if we can. So let us know what you guys do so we can make this transition a little bit easier. Also, earlier in this week, I actually uploaded 2 new videos. So I have a Get It All Done With Me, which actually technically I uploaded like a week ago. And then this past week, yeah, I uploaded a bathroom declutter and organize. So I wanna know, are you guys really into like the fall content right now, or are you still into like any home organization and decor, anything along those lines? Or do you guys like more of like the recipes? So let me know what you would like to see from me in the comments below. So this is Declan's new playground. he just got yesterday. Dad and one of his coworkers set this up. So we were really lucky. One of Shane's coworkers is actually leaving and he offered this playground to us. So now Declan has his very own. Is this fun, buddy? And say peek, peekaboo. My idea is I really want to be able to, we're planning on restain this and seal it off, but I really would like to decorate it for the holidays. I think it'd be so cute to put lights on it or like a little wreath on the front. Obviously nothing expensive. Maybe just hit up like the Dollar Tree or somewhere like that, but I think you would have so much fun with that. What are you doing, buddy? Whee! Do you want to go down your slide? The entire set is actually found on Amazon, so I can link it below for you guys. Alright, here are the ingredients for an easy turkey chili. So we get this ground turkey pack from Costco. It comes in a pack of, I believe, 9 of these. They're great just to have in the freezer and use for any time. So we also have some chicken broth. I like these charred diced tomatoes. You can also use regular diced tomatoes. I also have tomato paste, chili beans, original rotel, onion powder, garlic powder, ground cumin, chili powder. You can also make your own packet. You can get those at the store if that's easier for you. I just like making mine on my own. I like some minced garlic, 1 small onion, 1 red bell pepper, and I like adding carrots. You can also add sweet potato. I've done it both ways and it turns out fantastic either way. So I just got Declan down for his nap and I'm gonna get started on chili for dinner tonight. So this is one of our favorite recipes. It's super easy, it's quick and easy for fall night, and you can also sneak in any vegetables if your kids are interested. So one of my favorite tricks is I add carrots in. So I select 2 medium-sized carrots and I dice them really small. It's a great way to add in, like I said, hidden vegetables, but it also brings a little sweetness to like a very savory dish. So first I'm gonna go ahead and shave and chop these carrots. So this is actually one of my favorite tools. You probably haven't seen this before, but it's nice because you can just place everything in and dice everything up to the same exact size. So there's different attachments you can put in based on the size and the type of fruit or vegetable that you're chopping.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one that he comes to when he wants to dance? And I wonder what's that like? I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name. What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you're all he wants? And it's midnight, oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the
Now that all the vegetables are chopped up, I'm just going to add 1 pad of butter to a large saucepan. And I like to add some minced garlic. You can either chop it up yourself. I just get this kind in this jar here that's in olive oil. It's easy. So I just add 1 teaspoon of that to the saucepan. Does anyone else just absolutely love the smell of garlic or the combination of celery and onion cooking? Anytime I make soups or anytime you make stuffing for like Thanksgiving, it is literally my favorite scent. It's just the aroma that goes through your entire house and it just feels so warm and cozy, and this means fall is approaching. So now I'm just going to go ahead and add all the vegetables that I chopped up earlier. This container at the bottom is awesome because it even has a measuring on, like, it's like a measuring cup on the side, so you can see exactly the amount that you're going to add in. I'm going to let these simmer on high for about 5 to 10 minutes until the onions become clear and it sweats out a little bit, and then I'm going to add the ground turkey. Now it's up to you. I know a lot of people like to season throughout, layers of flavor. I always want to make sure I don't add too much salt, because I feel like once you add too much salt you can't take it back. So I like to add and taste test as I go, so I often add just like half the amount of my spices with the ground meat, and then after it's cooked thoroughly and I can actually taste test a little bit better, then I'll add the rest of it. But here you'll see I'll wait until almost all the ground turkey is cooked all the way through before I add any spices. As you can see here, I thought I set out the ground turkey long enough. It was in a refrigerator to thawing for about 2 days, but because it's such a large amount of frozen meat that it was still a little bit frozen in the middle. So I'm just going to let this cook a little bit longer than I normally do. It usually cooks up fairly quickly. Now you can use ground turkey if you'd like. You could use ground chicken, you could do beef, whatever you guys prefer. I just like using turkey because it's a little bit of a healthier option and it's a little bit leaner meat. This is also a great recipe to throw in the crock pot or into your Instapot. I used to use our Instapot for this recipe all the time back when I used to work night shift or I'd work 14-hour shifts in the hospital. It just was so much easier to come home, pop it in. A normal chili that might take up to like an hour and a half to fully cook, I was able to do in 30 minutes. The only thing I would recommend is making sure that you have your ground meat is completely cooked all the way through first. So I'm just going to go ahead and add 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, half a tablespoon of garlic powder, since I already added minced garlic earlier. And then I add 1 teaspoon of ground cumin. And then I also add 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Like I mentioned earlier, you can always buy the pre-made packets that they have in the store. That's completely fine. I've done that so many times in the past. It's just, I often run out of my seasoning, so I just went ahead and bought everything that are found in a normal packet for like taco seasoning, chili seasoning, anything along those lines. So it's just one way you can save money and you can make your own mix and you know exactly what's in it. Now I'm adding 1 can of roasted or charred diced tomatoes. You can use regular diced tomatoes as well. I just preferred this, add a little bit more flavor. I'm adding 1 can of chili beans. I actually asked for kidney beans, but they gave me this instead, so we're just making it work. So anything that's canned, I'm just putting everything with the juice right into here. It just adds a little bit more flavor and it allows you to use less chicken broth. So I'm going to add 1 can of the original Rotel. If you want it a little bit spicier, you can always get the hot, or I believe it's mild as well. It's a little bit hotter than the original, I believe. Or you can add in more chili powder. One thing I love about chili is you can always add stuff to your personal preferences. So because I knew Declan might be having some of this, I just went ahead and just did the bare minimum for flavor as much as I could, and then I added a little bit more spice to Shane and I's whenever we served it individually. Now I'm just adding 1 of the smaller cans of tomato paste. So this is something I just kind of do in an eyeball as I go. Like I said, I didn't really have to use the chicken broth, but some people like to add it so you feel to make their chili a little bit thinner, so feel free to add it if you want to. But I like ours like a little bit like more like stew-like, if that makes sense. So I do add the tomato paste. I end up using the whole thing this time, but like I said, I just use scoops and I go as I please, and then until it's roughly the right consistency that I like, and then I will put the lid on and then let that simmer for about another 15-20 minutes on low. Chili is such a quick and easy meal idea for any busy fall night, or if you want a cozy Sunday like for a football game, or if you have a loved one or a family member who needs a quick meal, or if you want to help somebody out, like this is something you can easily bring. So during the pandemic, we always love stocking up on anything you need for chili at home so you can quick and make it based on anything you have in your home. So I did stock up this time, so we should be set now for the rest of the winter. Right after I got done making the chili, Declan actually woke up from his nap, so we're just cuddling, watching some Blue's Clues for a little bit. It's honestly the best way for him to slowly wake up, and I'm not mad about these cuddles. I know someday I'm going to miss it, so I'm going to take all of these for advantage of it as much as I can. When it gets closer to dinner time, I'm actually going to make this cornbread mix, but put it in mini muffin pans so we can snack on those. Over the years, I've realized not everything has to be homemade, so I'm going to take advantage of this box mix. We love just having little mini muffins. It's just easier to have them on hand. So I'm going to go ahead and preheat the oven for 375 and follow the instructions on the back. I'm just measuring out 2/3 of a cup of milk, 1 egg, and already adding it to 1/3 of a cup of melted butter. Add all the ingredients, whisk together. And you'll see here, I'm going to add half the bag of the mix. I like to make sure everything's incorporated the whole way through with the whisk. So I'll add half the bag, whisk for a little bit, and then I'll finish out the other half to make sure it's the right consistency and there's no powder clumps in the mix. You can obviously use a hand mixer as well, but I'm just using what I had on hand at the moment. I know traditionally cornbread's always served with chili, but in some areas, like up where I grew up, sometimes it's common to serve with cinnamon roll. So let me know in the comments below, what is your favorite side with your chili? So the ever popular fad of coconut oil apparently is coming to an end. Studies have come out that actually large quantities of it in your diet is actually bad for you. So we've actually switched over to avocado oil. I like to use it for a spray as well as anytime you cook like eggs, and it doesn't have like a very strong flavor. I know sometimes with coconut oil it can give off a really strong coconutty aftertaste. So if you're looking for a great cooking alternative, definitely check out avocado oil. Alright, let's be honest. How many of you are able to successfully fill all 12 of your cupcake spots with the exact amount of mix of 2/3 of the way full? I swear I have only been able to do it once or twice, maybe in the 20 years of me baking, and as you can see here in a little bit, I have to shift the mix from one to the other just so I can fill up all those spots. I mean, you are told that you're supposed to be able to make 12. You want to make sure you can make 12. Now that these are done, I'm just going to pop them in the oven and let them cook for up to 35 minutes. I was just sharing with Shane that day that I couldn't believe how accomplished I felt with everything I was able to get done on my checklist. Declan took his first 3-hour nap that he's taken probably in the last 6 months. I was able to have dinner ready and everything by 4 o'clock, which never happens. Most days I have Declan pulling at my legs at 4 o'clock and making it the worst time. Alright, I'm just restocking our trail mix that I had made earlier in the week. So this is one of our favorites in the house. It's a perfect combination of salty and sweet. We kept walking by it all day, grabbing handfuls. It's beyond addicting. So also if you're looking for a cool idea to give to your neighbor during the holidays, this is definitely a good idea. So we actually found this glass pumpkin. My mom actually found it for our wedding, and we used it on as a decor piece as well as on our dessert table. So for this recipe, I like to use the thin pretzel rods. You can use whatever shape pretzels that you like. I've seen really cute pumpkin ones for Halloween. I added some candy corn, some roasted peanuts. I did some dark chocolate chips, pumpkin spice chips, white chocolate chips. You can add anything. So last week I also added some Reese's Pieces. So it's a combination of the peanut butter and chocolate. It was amazing. You can always add M&Ms. Or you could add the little candy corn version of the pumpkins. You can do whatever your family likes. I just think as long as you have a good balance of the salty and sweet, that's all that matters. Before you serve, just make sure you mix it up because a lot of the small chips will settle on the bottom. The cornbread muffins are now done, so I'm just going to let them rest and cool. Whenever they finally cool off, I'm going to go ahead and run a knife along the outer edge just so they're easier to pop out. If you would like, you can always top with a drizzle of honey. There is no day as a stay-at-home mom that you don't end up unloading the dishwasher or reloading the dishwasher. So that's what I'm going to go here. I'm just trying to clean up some of the things that I used to cook dinner to stay on top of it. So whenever we get done eating, we can relax and hang out with Declan and not spend the most time cleaning up our kitchen.
I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young. I told you that we should start a band and we reach for the sky. It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you.
As I was drying off all of our dishes, I noticed there was something stuck to our towel. So as you can see here in a minute, as I went to go fold up the towel, I found a mini sticker of Declan's Halloween coloring book. Alright, so now that the muffins are cooled, I'm just going to pop the amount that we need into our bowl for dinner, and then I'll package up the rest for later for Shane's lunches or for leftovers for dinner.
We had the devil on our shoulders telling us what we should do. I wonder if you think about me too. I can hear the
Anytime I serve chili, I like to make a little topping station, so I'm going to use a variety of different cheeses. I have Monterey Jack, Fiesta cheese, I have the queso fresco there, sour cream. I'm going to dice up some avocados here in a little bit. You can add whatever you want. These are just some of our favorites, so I know Shayna has some preferences over certain toppings he likes, and I'm trying to chop up some stuff that I know that Declan will actually eat. This is a great meal idea if you're serving a large crowd. I mean, honestly, the majority of people do like chili. The only issue I ever find is some people don't like beans, so if you ever wanted to do chili without beans and just make it on the side, you could do that as well.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep. I'm just not tired. I can hear the raindrops falling. It's cold outside and I kinda feel like calling, but it's too late now. I just miss you. I just miss you. Miss you. Miss you.
I'm just gonna go ahead and add these gluten-free Applegate chicken nuggets for Declan. I don't know if he's actually gonna like the chili. Actually, that night he ended up not even really eating much of it, so this actually came in handy. These are great just to pop in the air fryer. So if you're looking for something just add to it for kids, you're not sure if they like the spice, always add chicken nuggets. Alright, this is a few hours later. We ate dinner and we gave Declan a bath and got him ready for bed, but Shane and Declan absolutely love the chili. It was really good. I love topping mine with the Mexican crumble cheese. It's like feta, but not as like tangy, if that makes sense. It's really creamy and crumbly. It's fantastic. And then I like adding avocado and then a little bit of sour cream as well. But you can literally add whatever you like to it and it's fantastic. So we have a bunch of leftovers, which we're excited about for the next couple of days for lunches and for dinners. But I think I'm gonna end my video here. I'm actually thinking about doing, let's see, this pumpkin ginger detoxifying charcoal max that I got in my FabFitFun box for the fall season. So probably gonna do this, probably shower, and then join Shane to watching the Eagles game. So hope you guys all have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button if you enjoy this. If you wanna see more videos like this, like vlog style, please let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.